Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to this channel, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, do whatever you want. It's our channel, let's grow it together. Anyways, the topic for this video is the cost of studying abroad, Netherlands edition, meaning this video is limited only to Netherlands because that's all I know. I'm not studying in Germany or any other country, so I can only talk about studying in Netherlands. Anyways, the most important cost of studying in Netherlands is, of course, your tuition fee, and it would the minimum I have seen is 7,000, and it depends on the location of your school. If it's a University of Applied Sciences or a university, there are two different things which I will discuss in another video, and it also depends on what you're going to study. So like you have to do a lot of research about how much your school costs and how it would like increase within 4 years, because it would either increase or decrease, you don't know. So you have to do some research on that. But as for me, my tuition fee for the first year was like 7,500, and then it's reduced a little bit from there. Like this year was like 6,600 or something around that. So like it depends on your school, but I know for a fact that the minimum you can get is 7,000, especially if you're not an EU citizen. If you're an EU citizen, of course, you could even school for free, I don't know, or you could pay. The ones that I know about pay 2,000, around 2,000. But if you're African or Asian, as long as you're not EU, the minimum you would ever pay is 7,000. You can quote me wrong in comment section below, but for me, all I know is that 7,000 is the minimum. So if you know you want to study abroad, you have to calculate this with calculate it with 4 years or 3 years, and then sum up the amounts and say, okay, can I pay? Can I not pay? Would I be able to stay in the university for a long time? Like, think. Because if you fail your exams and you have to repeat one more semester, auntie, uncle, I'm not sure you want to do that to your parents or to yourself. So yeah, that's I think the highest cost of studying in Netherlands, your tuition fee. Moving on to the next one. Yeah, flights. How can I forget flight? You have to fly, of course, from wherever you are to the Netherlands. And I'm from Nigeria, and I know that the minimum flights cost to travel from Netherlands, from Lagos in Nigeria to Amsterdam is 5,000. I said 5,000, sorry. It's $514. You can convert it to euros. There's no point doing that. Anyways, it's $514. That is like, I'll put it here. I'll put it in euros here. Anyways, you have to calculate that for going and coming. So maybe 1,000. It would range to 1,000 if you calculate it together. But I'll put the link of where I got this information in the description box so you can go see it. Anyways, yeah, that's another cost. So you have to also calculate that in your budget if you want to study in the Netherlands. That is the minimum, remember, not the maximum. So I don't think you should be calculating within the minimum so that you don't get stranded. Yeah, tuition fee, flight fee, and the next fee is your house rent. Oh my God, the cheapest house rent you can get for a student room in Netherlands is 250 euros. And trust me, is either the heat is not working or the room is extremely small, or there's something wrong with it. The last time I got a cheap room, oh my God, I got it in February, and in February it was still winter, so it was extremely cold and the heater was not working. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Even the shower, the hot part of the shower was also not working. I had to bathe with cold water, and my room was at the roof. It was extremely small. It was at the roof, so whatever if it's cold, it's going to be, if the weather is cold, it's going my room is going to be extremely cold. If the weather is hot, my room is going to be extremely hot. So just imagine the frustration. Oh my God, I never stayed in that room, only when I want to sleep. Most of the time I'm either in school or in my friend's place, and in the weekend I come home, which leads me, oh yeah, I've said it, the cheapest you can get is 250. To get a very good room in Netherlands, you have to pay up to, I think 350. Like if you want to get an average good room, it's good student room in Netherlands, you have to pay an average of 350 euros. And you have to also calculate your furniture, the cost of wardrobe, the cost of a bed. Usually the beds are very small. It's not like a normal big size bed that we are used to in Nigeria. It's very small. So if you want a bigger bed, you have to pay for that. You have to pay for your wardrobe, you have to pay for your study desk, and a lot of things. Like you have to include all those things in your rent. So if you calculate it together, for the first month you could spend up to 500 euros. But if your rent comes with furniture, good for you, then you don't have to spend extra for furniture. But usually you might not even like the furniture, and it is very advisable to buy your own furniture because you can sell it at the end. But if your rent includes furniture, then the furniture belongs to the landlord, so you're paying every month for that furniture and it's not even for you. So it's better to rent a room and then buy your own furniture. But because I'm lazy, I don't usually buy my furniture. I just put it together, because at the end it's quite difficult to sell your furniture. People are going home, nobody wants to buy, and then you just get stuck. Sometimes you just leave it for the landlord for free, and I'm not sure you want to do that. So yeah, minimum house rent 250, but the minimum for a good student's room is 350. Yeah, now moving on to the transport fare. The transport fare, I think, is free for EU students, but we're not going to talk about EU students now. We're talking about people like us that are studying abroad. The cost of transport fare per trip, no matter where you're going to, is or I think it varies. It's not about where you're going to, but like for a day trip, anyways, I have a 40% discount card, and that 40% works from 9 o'clock to 9 a.m. to 3:59 p.m. from 9 a.m. to 3:59 p.m. yeah, and then from 4 o'clock to 6:30 is the rush hour, so my 40% discount would not work at that time, so I would have to pay full price if I want to travel within that range. And then from 6:30 to 6 a.m. my card works, the 40% discount works again. But from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. the discount does not work, so I would have to pay full price if I travel during that time. And from 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. the discount also doesn't work. So within these two time range, I cannot travel with a discount, but other times I can travel with a discount of 40%. So no matter where I'm going to, I would have a 40% discount from my travel cost. And the minimum travel cost for a train is 10 euros. I've never paid less than 10 euros ever. No matter where I'm going to, 10 euros is the minimum. So just imagine if you want to travel often, or if you want to see the whole of Netherlands and like the interesting regions, the cost is very high, and if you don't have the money, you have to manage. I go home every weekend and I pay per trip. For coming home, I pay like 16 euros and some cents, and for going back to school, 16 euros and some cents. So if you calculate it together, it's like 33 euros or something every week I pay for transport fare, for just going and coming back home. And that is because I'm having a 40% discount. Without the discount, I'll pay up to like, I think the full price is 26 euros. No, it has increased, like 27 euros per trip. So without the discount, I'll be paying like 55 euros for just 1 week. So it's very, very expensive, and you have to consider the amount of money you have in your like bank account to know whether you can afford those kind of trips. Honestly, it's because my parents want me to be doing it. If not, that money, I'd rather save it. Yeah. Okay. Now, moving on to, oh yeah, I did not include bus tickets. Bus is very little. You can pay like €1, €2, €3, depending on the distance that you cover. So that one is quite different. I'm talking about train tickets now, not bus tickets. Bus tickets they vary with your distance. If you're going from here to like a closer distance, you can pay €1. The further you go, the more you pay for bus tickets. Yeah, that's it about transport fare. Now moving on to food. Food is very cheap in Netherlands, I have to be honest. It's quite cheap. You can spend like €10 per week for depending on how much you manage it. Me that likes sweet things, I love sweet things. I enjoy sweet things. You can pay from €20 upward, depending on how much you eat. For grocery shopping, €20 per week. So you use that €20 for the whole week. That is like a comfortable amount to pay for grocery shopping. To include egg, milk, bread, and those things you need. But if you're trying to manage, so that people like me that we like food but we like clothes and jewelries more, so you gotta save. If you want to manage, you can pay €10 for your grocery per week. It just depends on you and your priorities. If other things are more important to you, then you have to manage your money. But the minimum you should pay for grocery shopping per week is €10 if you want to eat well. €10, that's the minimum. If you pay less than that, I don't think you're going to eat properly during that week. You're just, I don't know, it's not going to work. Anyways, moving on to the next cost, your phone bill. If you're paying per month, which would include your data and your call, what do you call it? Your call credit, minimum is €5 per month, and it would include, let's say, it would include like 5 gigabytes and okay, I think I would include it on the screen. It would include what is on the screen. I forgot to write it down and it's not in my head now, so I'm going to write it on. You'll just see it anyways. Yeah, but the minimum you're going to pay is €5. But I don't pay for abonnements, meaning I don't pay per month. I just buy the credits, and that is like €10. Yeah, €10. If you want to buy call credits, you pay €10, and then it will last you, depending on how much you call, but it does not last that much. I would advise you to pay for the monthly subscription. It is cheaper, and you have data and you have call credits and you have SMS. Like, you'll be able to use it more than if you buy a call credit. Yes, and it brings me to the last one, which is going out. If you're a student, you need to flex sometimes. You need to enjoy your life. This is like the time you can do that. After you graduate, you have to face the real life. You have to get employed. You have to start paying your bills. So now is the time to enjoy your life. But it comes at a cost. If you want to go out and enjoy with your friends, this is not a place you'll be saying, my friend will pay. Sometimes your friends can pay, but most likely you have to pay for yourself. And I think the minimum is €10. If you don't really want to buy much, the minimum is €10 you would spend for going out. Because if you're going out, you're going to go and buy stuff. If you're going to a party, if you drink, you're going to pay for drinks. Or some parties, you even need to pay for tickets, like to get in. And the minimum for tickets is €5. That's the minimum. I don't think you can go any less. €5, and then the remaining €5 would be enough to get drinks in the party. But if you are a very strong drinker, like you drink a lot, then you have to pay from €20 upwards. So it just depends. But all I can say is that the minimum you should carry along with you to be safe, so that you will not wash plates and sweep and clean, the minimum you should carry along with you is €20. And that is per week if you go out every week. So yeah, that's it. Your travel abroad cost should include your tuition fee, your flight fee, your house rent, your transport fare, your food, your phone, and your going out. If you know you don't want to go out all through your study abroad, you just want to stay indoors, you can scrap that. But the most important ones are your tuition fee, your flight fee, your house rent, your food, and your phone bills. Yeah, that's it. If you calculate everything I've said here, I know it is like all over the place, but if you watch the video carefully and you calculate everything I've said here, the ones that I said per week, you have to calculate them for the duration you're going to study. Oh, sorry. You have to calculate them for the number of weeks you're going to stay in the Netherlands, and those that I mentioned per month, you have to also calculate them according to the number of months you stay in Netherlands. Put everything together and calculate your study abroad cost for 4 years, or if you're studying for 3 years, for 3 years, and then boom, you would know how much you need. So maybe I would also put a rough calculation here so that you see what I'm saying. Maybe I'll add them together. The minimum it should be, I'll put it them here. I might not do it, I might do it, just depends. Yeah, I think we are done. Yeah, those are the costs. Now moving on. Have you subscribed? I've been talking and I'm out of breath, and you have not subscribed, and you're watching all my videos. What is your aim in life? Like, what are your plans for me? Please, oh, let's not attract curses upon ourselves. Anyways, I'm just joking. Subscribe, like, comment, ask questions. I might not be very specific as I should in this video, so you have to ask me down below and I'm going to answer you. And if I'm not able to answer you properly, I might make a video about it, because this video was inspired by someone, Laura, and also questions I got from Facebook and on YouTube too. So yeah, ask your questions, comment, subscribe, and see you in my next video. Give it a thumbs up too. Don't give it a thumbs, okay, you can give it a thumbs down, but give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao ciao.